For this review we go into the mining sector. It's a Komatsu machine and it's the WX22H hybrid loader. On the back of the box it explains that this machine uses hybrid technology, and that's all part of the trend towards electrification. The model is made by Weiss brothers and it's number 028. Let's put the box on the weighbridge and it's 1 pound 8 ounces or 680 grams. Let's get on and open up the box and see what is inside. Well, it's no surprise to find there are a pair of expanded polystyrene trays, and we need a bit of swift knife work to cut the tape. That allows us to lift the lid and there's the model inside, and there's no assembly to do because it's complete out of the box. I hear you shouting, what does the model weigh? And actually there's no need to shout. It's 1 pound 5 ounces, or just under 600 grams. We start by looking underneath, and the big rock bucket has got a nicely modelled shape, and the big tyres have got a good tread pattern. The rest of the underside has got some detailing in the castings, and going right side up we look at the bucket again, and you can see the formed teeth along the front edge. The wheels are nicely detailed and they've got tiny graphics attached, and there are more graphics on the wheel arch. The detailing is the high point of this model, and that includes highlighted bolt heads, and the castings are of high quality. The loader arm mechanism looks realistic when compared to the real machine. There are steps leading up into the cab, and you can see the hydraulic steering ram, and there are soft hydraulic hoses crossing the pivot point. There's a metal grab rail outside the cab, and there's an absolutely tiny and delicate aerial sticking out of the back of the cab. There are excellent textured steps at the rear, and they're all individually painted. The detailing of the engine area is excellent, and the realism of the model is enhanced by the numerous tiny graphics. At the back there are nice light arrays and a mesh screen. And looking at the other side of the engine area, there's more high quality detailing. Any plastic on the model has got a top-notch colour match, so you can't tell that it's plastic. Let's take a closer look inside the engine and you can see all the various highlighting of components. The super high quality detailing continues as we head towards the front. And this is the sort of model where there's always plenty of interesting things to look at, particularly if you've got super zoom eyes. Looking down on top, and the high quality detailing continues. The filler caps are all highlighted and various other panel details are marked. And there are hatches with bolt head details. Back underneath, and the wheels are fixed onto common axles, so they spin together. A nice feature is that the rear axle oscillates. Let's go into the cranes etc. mine, and the Komatsu rolls well in a straight line. And you can see there's a good degree of oscillation on the rear axle. The steering is achieved by the hydraulic rams at the pivot point, and it achieves a good angle, although it might be slightly shallow compared to what the real machine can achieve. But you can set some interesting poses. Moving on to the loader function, and the hydraulic rams are stiff, so they hold any pose easily. Even though this is a low headroom machine, it does reach quite high, and the tipping angle is very good. Moving the bucket right back down and we can get quite a sharp cut angle, although if we move the bucket to the carry angle it is perhaps a little bit shallow compared to the real machine. A nice feature on the model is the opening cab door, and it opens to a decent angle. If you can get your head inside, there's a treat of high quality detail, and it's nice that there's also a panel on the inside of the door. At the rear there's another feature, which is an opening radiator cover. Every now and then we like to carry out a genuine imitation real-life test, and here we're dumping a load on a Cranes etc. employee. But don't worry about them, they're used to being dumped upon. Another option for a model like this is to use it as a load for heavy haulage, and its transport weight is under 40 tons. Once again you can marvel at the skill of the Cranes etc. operators. This is a very interesting model of a machine in the mining sector. Weiss Brothers has produced a high quality model of the WX22H, and a particular high point is the standard of detailing. The functionality is also to a high standard, and overall this model is good enough to be rated as excellent.